Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. And let's start with Bitcoin today. And you can see Bitcoin is bouncing and it was down a bit, almost like 1% end of day today. This is live market right now. And you can see everything is looking good. You can see RSI, I got green dot, which is a buy signal. Okay, you can see here we had a green dot, and then again you can see a pump. Here we had a green dot on this candle here on daily chart. This is daily chart, and look at the pump we got. So same thing, like whenever you get a green dot. So we had a green dot here, which I shared with everybody Thursday, 28th of September on this candle, and the pump we got from there till up almost 8.5 to 9%. Okay. Now I still don't have any red dots. So as long as it's green dot, there's going to be some pullbacks on the way higher. I think we're heading higher to 32K looks like here. I think we're getting higher, getting ready to break that resistance. Also, you can see on PPO, green line is above red line, which is a good sign. And also, like I said, RSI is green dot. So all indications are telling me that all the pullbacks you should be looking to buy, and my target is 32K. And you can see very nicely that's the major resistance right now. You can see it came back to this support, this whole green support box. Bitcoin came there around 25, 26K, got some buyers, and now you can see what's happening. It's starting to make higher lows. Okay, you can see higher high, higher lows, which is very good. You can see high, low, higher high. Now we're gonna make a new high, higher low, and then we go higher. Okay, looks like this is how you wanna go, how Bitcoin wants to go. Ethereum, you can see same pattern here, higher highs. You can see this high is higher than here, so we are going to get some pullbacks. It's not going to be straight up, so you can see one high, you can see higher high, little bit pullback, and then again gonna go higher. And then on Ethereum, the target is around here, around $2,000. So still, you can see today Ethereum came back to this buy box. Okay, a little bit sell off, but came back to buy box. This was a dip to buy, yeah. And you should be slowly looking for crypto to go higher. All right. And also same thing on Ethereum. Green line is above red line. I do have a green dot, so nothing changed there. All right. So crypto is looking good. Let's go to S&P. Actually, let's go to NDX, and let's start with weekly chart on NDX. Let me TradingView. They now stopped giving me indicators. They said I can only get two indicators in the free version. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's okay. We'll manage with two. Okay, so this is the weekly chart. Weekly chart is here of NDX. You can see what's happening. If you watch my show regularly, I was telling you it's gonna go between this green and red line and then bounce. Okay, uh, NDX came between this, came very close to red line, and it looks more like bottom is in. And you can see in a bull market, we always go between this green and red line. You can see green and red line. We go always in there, and we bounce. Okay, you can see always we come inside and we bounce. All right, all the time, same thing happens. And we are in a bull market. That's what I think. And you can see now my target from here. There are two paths. Okay, one path is to make a lower low, okay, and then bounce, and the other part is to make a high low. So actually I'm gonna go with my preference, which is this one. Make it green here. So I think what we're gonna do, most likely make a higher lows and then bounce. All right, so in my opinion, bottom is in, but October is also a little bit weak, but I think Nasdaq is holding all the entire market, especially S&P 500. And yeah, everything is looking good. If you go to hourly chart, you will see there are multiple gaps. All these yellow gaps are the gaps to fill. And from today's close, the top gap to fill is almost 6.5%. You can see, and then my target for the end of this year is new all-time high. Okay, so from today's close to new all-time high, almost like 8% higher. Okay, actually, I think we might even go above this previous high. And if we do that, the target would be around almost 12.5%. So you just gotta be patient. I think we're about to get, this is the second weakest month, October, in the history. If you check seasonality chart, September and October are pretty bearish, and then we get a massive rally end of October to December. Okay, so if you can hold for 3 months, October, November, December. October already started. You will be in a very good profit, and we'll be looking for a new all-time high. Okay. Choice is yours. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so choice is yours, and yeah, I think we're heading higher. So just keep that in mind. And on triple Qs, you can see all same thing here, looking for new highs to go to new highs. Let me get rid of this indicator. Let me get the other one, which is moving averages. Here you go. And you can see on triple Qs, we are now above this green line, which is 10 moving average. Now we're struggling to go above this white line, which is 20 moving average. If you go above that, that's going to be really nice. And also, there's also this big resistance coming here, okay? So depending on when we reach there, we got to be careful and see if we can break that resistance. Also, there's this trend line. Okay, let me hide this. You can see this white trend line and this other trend line. So let's see where we intercept. That could be a big resistance. But for now, I think we're heading higher. Multiple gaps are there to the upside. So I think we're going to start filling those. S&P 500, let's quickly look at SPY. SPY started showing a little bit of divergence. If I go to 1 hour chart, you can see divergences are happening. Actually, same thing on triple Qs. You can see divergence. We made a new low on a divergence. So just wanted to show you there. So also on SPY, you can see we made a new low. This is pre-market trading, and then we're making a higher high on RSI. So things are looking good. There is a gap here, however, 422.02. So let's go to daily. We might come back, fill this gap, and then go higher, or there's also multiple gaps to the upside. My preference is green. Start pumping from here. Okay. Make a higher high and then go to new all-time high. Okay. That's my target. And on SPY, from today's close, the target is around, here you go, around almost 12%. All right. That's what we're looking for. Okay. And let's quickly look at Dow Jones. Same thing here. Dow Jones are looking for, Dow Jones is looking a bit weak, but looking for a pump very soon, higher low and go higher. IWM is actually the weakest of everything. And you can see now RSI started showing divergence. We could still get a pump to fill this gap, high, low, and then go higher. All right, that's what I'm expecting. And this trend line is, I'm going to get rid of this trend line. It's of no use right now. Okay, we might have to make another trend line. Let's see if we can make something else. Make something like that. Okay, you can see very nicely. It's right on the trend line. Okay, this is the another trend line, right on trend line support, and you want to buy on support. Okay, so it is on support. Okay, gold daily chart now still weakness, but it's in the buy zone. You can see here, gold's buy zone is here. This whole area here, you can see very nicely. Gold is in a very good buy zone. It came here around 23rd of February. Then here also, it can even go a little bit lower, 16th of May, and you can see the whole, you can see confluence here, a lot of support here, okay? So I do expect gold to bounce, and you can see even on short-term chart, it's very, very oversold. You can see how far it is from all these moving averages, okay? So this is 10 MA, 20 MA, but light blue is 200 SMA, and dark blue is 200 EMA. So usually we should expect a bounce to at least this white line, which is 20 EMA, then make a higher depending on the bounce, and then again if we can make higher low, then we're going to go higher, especially with Nasdaq. That's what I'm expecting on gold. And silver, oh wow, what a breakdown. Wow, that's not a good news. So it's broke down this trend line. So let me delete this. That's not a good news. What a massive breakdown. So now what? Okay, the trend line is broken. So actually, let me leave it there for now. But let's see what are the other levels of support here on silver. You can see, are we near some kind of a support here? Same like gold. A little bit of support, not a lot. So let's see if silver can hold and bounce. If not, silver can still keep selling. Okay, just be careful here. Natural gas, same thing, nothing changed on this trend line. Buy the dip. Crude oil, where it's supposed to find resistance, big resistance here, now selling off. This support here around $83, $84. If it comes down here to find support, good time to buy. before it goes higher. Dollar breaking out. Wow. So that's not good for gold. Looks like that's why it's selling off. And Bitcoin also is not, strong dollar is not good for commodities. So looks like dollar is also trying to break out here. And I covered Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's quickly look at stocks. Apple. Sorry, guys, I'm feeling a bit tired today. It's late here, but just bear with me. Apologies. Okay, so Apple, you can see making divergence here. You can see on Apple, you can see arrow RSI is here going higher, price is going lower, RSI is going higher. Okay, so looking good for bounce, multiple gaps. Tesla, after the earnings report of deliveries report, it was down almost 4%. Then it recovered and closed green, massive moves, but you can see it wants to hold this trend line. Microsoft up 1.92%, very, very interesting. So massive pump, looks like it wants to bottom very, very soon. Also, this thing also has divergence. On our side, no, not on our side, maybe on PPO, I'll check later. Google, also massive pump. Looks like everything, all these stocks wants to go higher now from here. So let's see if Google can go above this trend line and break this previous resistance or gap fill. That will be really good. Meta is also on the support, pumping, looking for this gap fill. Amazon also pump 1.84%, multiple gaps to the top side, looking for those to fill. Netflix, same thing. There's no gap going down, but there one gap here around 475. That's the earnings gap. That's still way to go. Snowflakes was down. Not sure why. There was no news, but again, you can see multiple gaps to fill. NVDA, massive move up with almost 3%. Multiple gaps to fill, but let's see if NVIDIA can bounce from here. AMD, nice move. It was down heavily in the morning, but then it came to support and now it's getting ready to bounce. Toronto Stock Exchange, massive sell-off. Wow, it's now for the year looking very bearish. No divergences on RSI. Had a sell signal here. So yeah, it is now getting to some support here. That's the good news. If I draw a box, you can see this whole area, a lot of support here. So that's the only hope I think I have right now. Hang Seng Index still struggling. I did not do anything, just this trend line, and it's struggling to go above this trend line. So let's see if Hang Seng Index can bounce and get out of this trend line. That will be really nice. Let's quickly look at bonds. New lows, which is not a good sign. But RSI showing some little bit of divergence, so you have to make a call. I think short term we do need a bounce before we go lower. So just keep that in mind. If you want to buy for short term. Copper in the buy zone went below buy zone, but you can see if I can extend this whole area is a nice buy zone. Okay, so no regrets for now. But you can see this is where you want to buy. Palladium, same thing. We're in the buy zone, looking to buy. Wheat, massive bounce, almost 4% today. And you can see came back tested again. This is where you want to buy. This is objective area to buy. Corn, same thing here. Corn was a bit bullish, 2.27%, interesting, and consolidating bottom looks like a bottom forming pattern. So corn is looking good for the long run. I think there's a lot of upside potential on corn. Soybeans also in the buy box here. You can see here soybean is in the buy box, and that's why you want to buy. Sugar, a little bit down. Let's see if it comes all the way down to trend line, then we'll buy and invite them for dinner. Okay, Newmont mine. Let's look at the miners. This is the biggest miner here. New lows, which is not good. I don't see any divergence, so very, very bad news for. Only thing you can see a little bit of divergence on RSI. And let's get PPO as well. Let's try to get PPO here. PPO. Here you go. So if I have PPO, you can see a little bit of divergence are happening on both RSI and PPO, so which is a good news. And but daily chart is still looking very weak. GDX, also no divergence on RSI, PPO, a little bit of divergence, daily chart, also some divergence on hourly. But you can see all these gaps it left. Okay, so now it's gone below what I expected. I think it's gonna make a higher low, and then a bounce is due for sure. But I don't know if it's gonna go. So I think it's gonna go bounce, come new low, and then do something like this, in my opinion, because we want to see divergences building in GDX. What else is there? Let's quickly look at sectors. XLK, nothing changed. Looking for gap fill, high, low, and then bounce. XLE, energy sector. Oh wow, looking very bearish. And let me bring indicators on and see if we can get the other indicator here. 10 and 1 moving average. Okay, so it's below all EMA lines, which is not good. So maybe it wants to come fill this gap before it goes higher. XLV, healthcare. Did it fill this gap? Let me hide this. All go to regular trading hours. Almost fill this gap, so we can delete this. So the gap is filled. And trying to go back on this support line. Actually, there's multiple ways you can draw this line. I mean, you can even do this, right? Something like this, and say it's above line, but I'll go with previous count. So let's see if it can recover, go back above this white trend line. That's going to be very nice for healthcare. All right. XLU utilities. I don't know why it's going down so much. That's like a super sale. It's very hard to read now, right? Just keep. It's like a falling knife. I don't know why utility stocks are going down, but they are usually very good and also provide dividends. XLI industrial new low with some divergence on RSI. So looking for pump very soon. XLRE real estate sector in the buy zone. Nothing changed. XLF financials also looking for divergence. Still, I think it can go a bit lower, but for S&P 500 to bounce, all the sector need to come along with it. KRE regional bank, I think it's going to come fill this gap. That's what I'm looking for. This gap is around 39.69. When that happens, look to buy KRE. And let's see if there's anything else. Let's quickly look at zones for tomorrow. These could change. By the way, guys, if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe to my channel, and also there is like a link for Discord. You can go there and chat with me. It's free to join. And if you want some suggestions on stocks to buy, or like pre-market or during the market zones, then you can feel free to subscribe, and I provide that to my members, like release members only videos for them. All right. US 500, Nasdaq, US 500, S&P 500 in the neutral zone. So these are zones. Green lines are buy zone, red lines are sell zone, and then middle is the neutral zone. S&P, Nasdaq 100 also in the middle near neutral zone. So it can still bounce from here to 14,914. So from here, it can still go here, 0.67%, or even go here, 1.2. That will be good area to buy, to short. You can see today, I told my subscribers, this is where you want to take profits. When this, I quickly send a message and said, it's in here. These are the levels. It was here, somewhere around here. And I said, this is getting closer to buy zone. You need to buy. And look at this massive pump which we got. So whoever listened would have taken this pump, almost 1.5%, and I showed everybody this is a sell zone, and look what happened, sold off. US 500, same thing happened, but instead of above, it sold off to neutral line. So right now it's in the middle. So let's see what happens. US 30 coming closer to buy zone, buy below 33.0302, and then US 2000, which is already in the buy zone. Russell 2000, list of 2000 small companies, which is not looking good. I think Russell will not do good. Nasdaq should do very good for the rest of the year. Gold is also in the buy zone. You can see near third standard deviation. Very rare for a stock to stay there that low. Silver is also near second standard deviation, so good time to buy. Natural gas also near buy zone. Dollar near sell zone. Crude oil is also near buy zone. Now let me show you another natural gas chart. And you can see here it's in the buy zone as well. Okay, guys. All right. we'll chat later. And if you have any comments or questions, post me in the general chat, and then we'll take care of it. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye.